All right, y'all. I'm gonna make this short and sweet. Gilbert Arenas and Kwame Brown is going at it. They are finally talking one-on-one. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna shut up because this is gonna probably be a long video. So I'm gonna probably cut this up in 2 parts. If y'all new to the channel, y'all subscribe. I'm gonna sit back and chill and listen, and let's see what happens. Shoo!
Takeouts video with Charlamagne the God. We got Gilbert Arenas here. We don't want to keep the great Gilbert Arenas waiting. Let me add him to the screen. He got his king chair. How you doing, Gilbert Arenas?
Hey, and you wonder why I stay on your ass. You
stay on my ass. Ho, 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 ho. Flag. Fred. Excuse me.
I forgot what you said.
Let's restart.
I forgot what you said.
Let's restart. I said, hold on, let's restart. I said, hello, Gilbert Arenas. Hello, Kwame Brown. How are you, sir? That's how you come into my house. Don't be telling me you on my ass. How are you doing, sir?
I wonder why this shit stayed popping.
No. I'm saying, can you speak?
You got your little videos up.
I'm saying, sir. Can we start off on the right foot?
You play every day, and you wonder why I come at you all the time.
Okay,
you want to play victim. I like it.
Sir.
It's cool,
sir.
Cool.
I'm saying, sir. Let's be respectful. Do you speak to the guests that come on your show, sir? Hey, Gilbert Arenas, Kwame Brown, how are you, sir?
I'm good.
Can we not make it jokey, funny? Can we actually have a conversation today?
We're having a conversation. Oh, let's have a conversation.
Yeah, you didn't want to have a conversation on Mr. Skinny Show because you wanted the 2 hours to say I wasn't a man and this and that. And then when I came in, you want to garner sympathy on the way that I came at you. Then you said you wasn't going to talk about me no more, and then you did the exact same opposite. You went on. You did the exact same opposite of what you said.
Wait.
You said at the end of the Mr. Skinny interview, you said, I won't talk about you no more. You don't talk about me no more. And then you did the exact opposite. You
posted a video the next day and then another video the next day. I waited a week before I responded.
You were on Tammy Sotomayor's show right after that, sir.
We didn't mention you. We didn't say nothing about you. Not one word. We did a regular video. We did not say nothing about Kwame Brown.
Okay, how were you introduced to Tommy Sotomayor? Why do you think he interviewed you?
Man, I don't give a fuck why he interviewed me. Did we mention your name, sir?
Yes, I'm answering.
No.
I'm trying to answer. You said you don't want to talk about it, but he tried to talk about it. And the only reason why you two gentlemen are friends or so-called friends, the only reason why you two guys got together is because of the hatred of me. And my thing is, if someone was calling your mother a father, a bitch, and me and you played together, I'm not going to go do an interview with this guy. So let's not try to play innocent here. I'm saying if you want to know why I did an interview or did a video after that, is because I'm watching a guy in Gilbert Arenas go around to chat after chat, comment after comment, and he's going to everybody who doesn't like me, and he's having conversations with after these guys are saying deplorable things about my family and my mother.
But we did not mention Kwame Brown at all. It was a regular ass interview that had nothing to do with Kwame Brown. So just say you got upset that I did a 3-hour video with him and you wanted to come at me. Just say that. Don't say that we talked about you.
But that's what you want me to say. I actually said a fact. I actually said the reason why I said something about Gilbert Arenas, and he did mention my name, and I appreciate the fact that you didn't go in and you didn't say anything because you said I don't want to talk about that. But if you had an ex-girlfriend and then you go to one of her homegirls and you start hanging out with her, how do you think that would make this young lady feel?
Hey, listen, I can't help it if everybody you talk about is your enemy. That has nothing to do with me. He wanted to do an interview. I could have did an interview earlier when we did have the little beef, but I didn't. So once we squashed it and he said, hey, we want to do a video, I said, I don't want to talk about Kwame. He said, no, I want to do a regular interview about you and about what, and that's what I did. Had nothing to do with Kwame Brown.
Okay, so I think it has everything.
I lived up to mine. Didn't mention you. Didn't talk about you. Nothing at all.
Okay, but I agree with that part. You didn't talk about me. But here's where you look bad. As a 40-year-old man, I'm just asking you, This is a question. 40-year-old man, if you say you cool with somebody, you never had no beef, because me and you didn't have beef. I showed that you gave me the Nike rep number, all these things. Me and you didn't have a spat. If someone was to call your mother a bitch and all these things, I'm not going on their show just on the standpoint of that. Because as a man, I can't respect no man that will take it to that level when it's just a man-to-man situation. Can you understand that?
I understand that, but you act like I watch you two motherfuckers go at it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit what you two have. You guys, that's y'all beef. Mm-hmm. I lived up to what I said. If I did an interview and someone tried to mention your name, I would not say your name. That was our agreement. If you have a problem with him, deal with him. Why you keep coming at me if I lived up to what I was gonna say?
You said I keep coming at you.
That's the problem. You deflect. You don't want to attack the people that you have a problem with, so you go around and attack everyone else. I did not say your name. Me and you had an agreement. Me and you had an agreement, and I lived up to that agreement. I did not say your name. It was about me, and that was it. Point blank.
Okay, so you say I attacked someone.
You attacked me the next day.
Do you know what? Do you know the definition of attack? Because I have it right here.
Okay.
Take an aggressive action against, place enemy force with weapons or armed forces, typically in battle, war, things like that. So you're saying, you see, you taking on words of the oppressor. I didn't attack anyone. And all I'm trying to get you to understand, sir, is that, and I just asked a simple question. I'm not attacking anybody. I'm saying men are supposed to be raised on morals and principles. And as a man, we don't walk around and align ourselves with men that will talk about a man's deceased mother and their family members in a certain light. Eton Thomas, there's a lot of people that put this guy aside because they can't agree with some of the behaviors. So I'm asking you, as an NBA player and a young man, why would you align yourself with a guy who behaves like that when me and you said we didn't have a problem with each other?
You're acting like I know your beef and his beef.
I'm not talking about my beef. I'm not talking about beef.
I know what he said about your mother. Like you're pretending that I know the back history of you two motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. That's you two. That has nothing to do with me. I don't know if you have a problem with that. If you have a problem with Stephen A. Smith. I don't know all that. If they want to do an interview and it's not about Kwame Brown, I'm going to do the interview. Mm-hmm. Like I did an interview with Mr. Skinny. I don't know if he talks shit about me. That's beside the point. He want to do an interview? Let's do an interview. Mm-hmm.
So you're saying
just say you as an excuse.
So what I'm saying is, with your brand, Gilbert Arenas, Agent Zero, $100 Million Man TV show, you'll go align yourself with somebody without doing your due diligence, your research, and seeing who that person is. You will take your brand with your king chair over to a man, because I thought that's what branding is. You don't align yourself with people that say and do certain things for that reason. Is that not true?
Weren't you guys friends too? I'm trying to get the point. Were you guys like?
I never met him. I wouldn't call him my friend. I never.
Y'all been like interviewing and doing all shit together too. I'm kind of confused here.
I'm answering.
Was it you guys like? So you aligned yourself with that person too, and then y'all had a falling out? I'm assuming.
He interviewed me when I went viral. So if someone interviews me, are we friends? Sally Jenkins interviewed me. Are we friends? Rachel Nichols interviewed me. Are we friends? I interview with somebody doesn't make you friends.
So what's the difference, Kwame Brown?
What I'm saying is, once you see someone's moral compass, there's a certain alignment that you should not be with. Now, let's get this off the record, because everybody keeps using this word beef. Now, Gilbert Arenas, are me and you in a said beef?
No.
So everyone on the internet, everyone in YouTube land, everyone on Instagram land, everyone across the country, stop saying Kwame Brown and Gilbert Arenas are beefing. Stop saying we're too old to beef. This has never been beef to me. This has been a guy who I know, who I just disagree with his tact, that he's different than me. You grew up on the West, I grew up in the South. That is different, correct?
Yes.
So all I ask is that Gilbert Arenas do not talk about a guy like me, because you really can't understand the struggles of a guy who comes from the South, just like I don't understand a guy from the West. So all I asked you was, regardless of how you're going to shape the question, you really don't know what you're talking about. Did I not?
But you sit and do the same thing.
I'm talking about me and you personally. I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about me and you.
You don't want me to talk about you, but you sit and throw shots about me.
When?
Every post you post. For the last 2 months. For the last 2 months. You go out there and throw out my personal business. And then when I talk about you, you be like, see, that's Zaddy's talk. That's Zaddy's. You do the same exact shit that you don't want done to you. You don't want nobody to talk about you, then don't talk about nobody else. So I wouldn't even be here. I wouldn't even be here if you didn't start off the fake beef by lying. We wouldn't even have all the little extra shit you do. I don't even have no problem with. But when you said this is the reason I don't like Gilbert Arenas, and then made up some bullshit stories, that's what got my attention.
So Gilbert Arenas, so you're saying before you did the Vlad TV interview, I said something about you?
No.
So then what do you mean every post is about you?
Since the Vlad video, well, first of all, let's get this straight. I didn't say nothing wrong about you on the Vlad video. So stop all that.
Sir, that's your opinion. How are you going to tell a man? You understand? I just showed you the definition of attack, because I keep saying you guys are starting to take on the phrases and the words of your oppressor. Now, you said I attack. The definition of attack said you were a damn lie. Now, you're saying something else that I know you're lying about. Brother, I talk to you directly, regardless of whether you think it's right or wrong. My opinion is not up for a debate, especially when I said don't do something. You giving my pick, my hard work, my legacy to white Paul Gasol is a disservice and a discredit to me, in my opinion, sir.
We already went through this.
Hold on.
We already went through this.
Right. But I didn't interrupt you one time. We're not trying to have the Mr. Skinny interview. I'm trying to get the real Gilbert Arenas and not the character. So let's have a real man conversation and not the character conversation. And let's let these people see that we don't got to joke back and forth to have a conversation. Now, the real long or short of it is that not no man in America can make me think that what you said was respectful to me. No man in America, there's not one white boy throughout history that ever gave up Babe Ruth's pick nowhere. There's not one white boy in America that said Chris Leaf should have been picked somewhere else, or Johnny Manziel should have been picked somewhere else. You guys are always dragged out in front of white guys, and you get on interviews and you talk about things that I feel you should not talk about. What do you say to that, sir?
Okay. You got offended by me. You got offended by me saying you're top 3, and you started to go at me.
I didn't get offended by that, but I'm just saying the way I was raised, sir, a black man is supposed to keep his mouth shut on certain airwaves about things. You're having barbershop talk in front of white folks, my brother.
What was the barbershop talk, Kwame? First of all, it wasn't.
If you feel, I thought you asked me a question.
It was a statement. It wasn't a question. So a teammate of mine, they made a statement. So if I would have said, you know what, no comment. Yeah. Everyone who heard that would have assumed that I agreed with his statement.
Why say no comment? Why not do what I asked you to do? Have you ever thought? I'm gonna ask you. Have you ever thought in your mind, why do these white syndicated radio stations, from Charlemagne the God, from the people you work for, from Vlad TV, why do they keep asking you guys about me instead of asking me? I got over 400,000 followers. I've added Vlad and said, I'll talk to you. Just come holler at me. I'm a different type of nigga. I'm not you. I'm not going on their show. So why can't they speak directly to me? So if you had a question to pose to you about me directly after our conversation, why couldn't you say, Vlad, just ask Kwame about that?
It wasn't a question, Kwame. You know what a question is? It was a statement.
Okay, so I'm not going to answer your statement.
The statement that was yelled out.
Name the statement. Say the statement.
He didn't live up to his potential.
So my response would have been, Vlad, why did you bring me here to ask me about Kwame? Like everywhere you go, have you ever noticed it? All the Smoke podcast twice, Vlad TV, Washington Post, all of these interviews you do, you keep bringing up my name. You ever wondered why they don't talk about you?
No, Kwame Brown.
You never wondered why Gilbert Arenas can't settle into his greatness and not come into different interviews to be asked about other men.
Are they asking me or are they making statements about you?
Statements, whatever.
That's the difference.
Because guess what? Vlad TV makes statements like this. So you've been to jail before, right? So as a black man, you think I would answer that at Vlad TV radio station?
I don't know.
Like everybody keep thinking I'm beefing with you. And here's why I bring up the post that Vlad TV bring up about you. Gilbert Arenas, I wish I could talk to you behind the scenes because I know you're not really like the guy that you portray on the internet. You're actually an okay guy when you're not trying to show out and be funny. And so if somebody can pull your coattail with a little more seasoning, they can tell you like, hey, stop playing so goddamn much. Everything ain't a joke. And my thing is, in real life, the black male image that you're putting out as $100 million man, have you ever seen a white guy go on Vlad TV with your background and talk about guns, sex, and what he did to his baby mama and how many rings he bought back? Have you ever seen a white guy do that?
I don't think so.
So why are you doing that, sir?
Because it's my story. You know what?
So why not tell your story on your channel so you make the money and it's not being seen? Because guess what? Here's my thought process. When white police officers say, I was afraid, so I shot that black guy. Mm-hmm. When Ahmaud Arbery is running through a neighborhood and then white folks walk into the same abandoned building, but then when they see Ahmaud Arbery walk in that building, now they have to shoot him because they're afraid for their life. And you know why they're afraid, Gilbert? Because even if it's $100 million man down to the guy to the ghetto, the black male images that they show is guys like you, sir. Do you understand that?
First of all, a cop does the same thing that you do. All right. They're actually not afraid. An unarmed man is an easy target. That's why they get shot. Bullies want easy targets. So you target people that you know won't fight back. That's where the problem comes in with me. I want the shits. I know you. We play together. So this little person that you try to be in front of these regular ass folks is not that same person either. All right. So you can stop.
What's different about me?
You can stop this because you're an alpha male, right? You're an alpha.
I'm asking you, what's different about me?
You're an alpha male. You this big black male, this demanding male. And
yeah, but you're 6'3", you're big too.
Me and the rest of the team with some peon bitches.
You're 6'3", brother.
Right, with some peon bitches.
I never said that, sir.
How? Oh, no. We're schoolgirls. My bad. Schoolgirls.
Who?
Schoolgirls. You call the schoolgirls. We giggle like little schoolgirls together.
Who?
How come you, this strong black man who can whoop everybody's team on the ass, cannot get the ball from some fucking peons?
I'm confused.
The alpha male dominates everything he does, right?
No.
He demands greatness from himself and from others. Why didn't you demand greatness from yourself?
Gilbert, you're weird on this topic.
I know I'm weird.
So wait.
Pretend that you're this big.
I said you're weird.
All this shit. You're not. Stop.
So good.
All right, man. So we gonna stop it right here, okay? We gonna stop it right here. I don't want to make this video too long. We gonna have to do this in parts. So part 2 coming up soon. If you, woo, it's your boy DMD. If y'all new to the channel, y'all hit that subscribe button, man. We out.